Hello and welcome to the Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and XL Designs here, live on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. I'm Paul Smith, alongside me is Adam Bath as always, with Samuli Kumo on the cameras. And well, we've had a week off while Adam was busy building snowmen at Silverstone. So we've come back and we've had quite a bit of drama in that week off. Basically, the legitimate breakers team were found to have breached the season rules, so they have been removed from the league. So they will no longer compete in the championship, and their points have been taken out of the championship. Also, we have lost mainland racing because they have decided to that they're going up into the Pro Series to replace one of the Pro Series teams that have dropped out of there, so we'll no longer be seeing Jörg Dankert and Peter Van Gool. Neil Rocks has basically kept that team together. He's brought David White, who was a privateer, he's brought into the team, and they've got a new team name of Good Advice Racing, so hopefully there'll be doing some good work there with Neil Rocks in the number 42 car. And finally, we've got some new entrants as well to the championship. Returning to the championship is Hyo Chan Lee and also Neil Bamber, and well, drivers entering the season for the first time into the club series: Linus Brostrom, Rachel Whiteford, Lorne Murray, Yamari Raipalainen, Daryl Rampton, Dale Green, and Ben Palmer are all coming into this league for the first time. Well, Adam, it's all been a bit up in the air, but everything's sorted, and well, we've got the latest point standings there.
Yeah, so a lot's happening. 2 weeks, hasn't it? Yeah, let's take a look at the championship standings then. Andrew Woodhouse leads the championship by 30 points over Roy Ververke in second, so Team Dial-Up at the top, Crest SVR in second. Adam Gosling is in third position in the standings with Season 1 champion Maciej Sakovic in fourth. Alex Bristow joint fifth with Ben Gregory. Pete Harrod then in seventh. Eighth, Chaz Draycott. Ninth is Tom Stanley. And then rounding out your top 10 in the Drivers' Championship, it is Piers Pryor. And looking at the team standings, CQR leads Race Hub by 139 points. Team Dial-Up in third. Club 73 in fourth. Crest SVR in fifth with Gone Broke Racing sixth. 7th XLD Motorsports eighth. Team Mad ninth. It is Chirpy Bird and Mainland Racing in 10th, but as Paul says, they are no longer in the championship. Then Safest Driver, Mark Woodhouse, leads the championship there as well. So just looking at that championship standings, corresponding it to what's happening in qualifying at the moment. Adam Gosling, third in the championship. He is currently on provisional pole. Our championship leader, Andrew Woodhouse, currently being shown in 15th place, with Roy Ververke, who's second in the championship. On my timing screen, I can't see him inside the top 15. Yeah, so he starts at the moment. He's in 16th place. He's just got under 2 minutes to try and improve on that provisional time.
Well, he's actually got about 40 seconds to get across the line to start a lap. Of course, 10 minutes qualifying as always in this Kia Club Series, and as you say, Adam Gosling currently on provisional pole with Pete Harrod in second place, Maciej Sakovic in third for the time being. But as I say, that clock counting down at the moment as the drivers coming round completing laps. And well, we're here at Circuit Zolder in Belgium, and it's a real tricky track to get right, is this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's the second biggest track in Belgium, of course, the super fast Spa-Francorchamps. This is a completely different test entirely. A bit more technical. Of course, we've got a whole lot of tricky chicanes to get right with some huge curbs, especially the first chicane, and then hard on the brakes into the second one, where it's pretty easy to pick up a slowdown penalty if you take too much of the curbs, and then you've got to really steer clear of everyone heading down into the hairpin, and then the run down to the chicane. So overtaking spots, really, they're pretty difficult to get done unless you're alongside the car, so therefore I think we're going to see the drivers getting a bit forceful in these two 20-minute races.
Well, I mean, we saw what happened we've seen what's happened in other championships at the start of races around here. It is a little bit tight as this one, and that turn one, it is an overtaking opportunity into turn one if you get the run out of the chicane. but maybe down into the turn 5 chicane and into the hairpin towards the end of the lap as well would be possible overtaking spots, but it's not easy to overtake around here. We saw how difficult it was to overtake at Alton Park the last time out that we were in the club series, but drivers will be hoping for better luck this time, and we're pretty much at the end of qualifying. Just the last few drivers going through to set lap times at the moment, so we'll just hang fire and wait to see what happens there on this final lap. Like I say, a lot of drivers still out there at the moment, actually, so good to see drivers still try to put those times in as well. Coming across the line, I'm just seeing if there's anybody else actually coming across the line now.
Lord Murray looks like he's about to set a time.
Yeah, Lord Murray, yeah, so let's see how Lorne does in that Kia Optima. Across the line, does not improve.
No.
By a minute, does not improve. So maybe just getting a little bit of a practice in there. One of the race hub cars coming across the line now, and that will look like Ben Gregory. So he's come through now.
I think Alex Bristow's the last one.
Yeah, so Bristow, yeah. He's down in 21st, and of course he's not doing too bad in the championship so far. He's in 5th place, but Bristow now coming into the pits. So yeah, so I think we have a grid lineup here. So Adam, why don't you take us through that grid then?
Yep, here's the lineup then for the first race of the evening, 20-minute race. Of course, Adam Gosling on the pole position, and Pete Harrod, the Season 2 champion, the reigning series champion, in 2nd, Maciej Sakovic in 3rd, Ben Gregory 4th, Sam Reed in 5th, Roy Ververke in 6th, 7th, championship leader Andrew Woodhouse, 8th, Chris Wood, 9th, Tristan Bodis, Ian Roskell rounding out the top 10, Chaz Draycott in 11th, Ashley Blake Hood in 12th, Neil Bamber in 13th, Tom Stanley 14th, Clinton Bell in 15th, Perry Warburton and Ben Warburton 16th and 17th, Max Wright 18th, Trevor Blackburn 19th, Linus Bostrom in 20th, Alex Bristow, as we saw that, in 21st, 22nd Neil Rocks, 23rd Dale Green, 24th Jason Rowe, 25th Lorne Murray, 26th it is James Leggett, 27th Darryl Rampton, 28th Jim Flanagan, 29th Yalmari Raipolina, and then in 30th it is Mark Woodhouse, 31st Sean Gardner, 32nd Michael Jones, 33rd Christopher Sherburn, 34th, not setting a time, Rachel Whiteford, and neither were David Crozier and Rick Scott. They'll be starting in 35th and 36th.
Absolutely, we're getting all ready here then for the start of this race. Just the last couple of drivers to join us on the grid, and well, let's hope that everyone can keep it clean, keep it safe, because we have seen accidents going down before even turn 1, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. Really the danger points on this first lap, into first corner and also down into that first chicane at turn 5, those are 2 real pinch points here on this track. The drivers just waiting patiently, ready for the start of this race, and well, it's been a week off for them. They'll all be chomping at the bit, trying to get a good result to take them into the second half of the season. But away we go now then. So, 20 minutes of the Kia Club Series with crest glazing and XL Designs. The red light is on. The drivers all set, the engine revs rise. The green flag is out, away we go from the start, and it's a good start from Adam Gosling at the front there. Pete Harrod slots in right behind him with Maciej Sakovic coming in 3rd place at the moment, but on down the inside Ben Gregory is looking as well, but decided against a move. And will they all make it through this first turn? There was a little bit of an incident in practice, the official practice session on Friday, but everybody making it through that first turn so far. But it's Gosling who leads from Harrod, Maciej Sakovic in 3rd with Ben Gregory in 4th. Everybody just seeming to behave for the time being, although we have got drivers that are moving up and down the field. Not good starts for Yamari there. He's dropped down to 33rd then, so down into this first chicane. And again, it is a pinch point, and we'll have to wait and see if there's any contact. And I did hear some contact.
Oh yeah, someone is off.
And yeah, who is that off? That's one of the Gombrock racing cars.
Bostrom's around, more Reed's around. Yeah, quite a few cars around. And I wonder if we might see a safety car here, because the track is well and definitely blocked. Ben Warburton involved. What car's that facing the wrong way? It's Sean Gardner.
Yeah, there's quite a few on Well, they seem to be clearing the track so far, so maybe another safety car to be called for, but it is a tricky part of the track. And well, Ian Roskell is dropping down the order as well. He's gone wide, he's off, he's on the grass. I think he must have damage then on that car, but or either that or a slowdown penalty, because it is so easy to pick up the slowdown penalty around here on this track, but the majority of the cars seeming to make it through on this first lap, and it's Adam Gosling who's out in the lead at the moment from Pete Harrod and Maciej Sakovic, the two CQR cars.
Yeah, Christopher Sherburn also was in problems as well. He was off at one corner, he's off at another one as well. So yeah, Gosling already leading, but Harrod's looking to try and get the lead back. Went just a little bit wide there through turn one, trying to get it back, and then the other race up car, Ben Gregory, trying to get past Sakovic, who locks the rear tyre there going into turn two. These Kia Optimas are of course front wheel drive, so those rear wheels do tend to get in the air and lock up sometimes. Now about to head down the back straight towards the chicane for the second time, and Pete Harrod putting a wheel or two into the grass. So we've got these two battles going on already. Harrod's trying to look and try and get the lead into the first chicane. Surely no way through there. You really have to be alongside to get a move done into that first chicane. Now we're going to see if we can get a run down to the second slower chicane.
Yeah, so, well, there's a big pack of cars further back as well. Chaz Draycott's got a little bit of a queue behind him. It's Tom Stanley, Neil Bamber, Perry Warburton, Clinton Bell, Andrew Woodhouse, all involved there in that queue. But everybody behaving there. So, apart from that incident into that first chicane on the opening lap, everybody keeping clean, keeping out of each other's way. But as you say, Pete Harrod is putting the pressure on Adam Gosling at the moment as they go around the hairpin there at turn 8, through that little left-right at turn 9, and now down towards this final chicane. And it's crucial to get this chicane right, because it's all about the exit. You want to carry that speed out of the chicane to carry it all the way down the main straight. Maciej Sakovic has pulled away slightly from Ben Gregory as well, so Gregory not having a good day so far in terms of keeping up with Maciej. But down into turn 1 once again, it's still Adam Gosling, but Pete Harrod right behind, putting the pressure on.
That's the second time he's made that mistake into turn 1. The Pete Harrod line doesn't seem to be working too well through there, but he was quicker than Adam Gosling last time around, and he got a good run off the final chicane as well. So he could have had a little look down into turn 1, didn't do it this time, but of course he still has got a lot of time to try and get this win in race 1 of the evening. 16 minutes or so still left on the clock. Sakovic third, fourth Gregory, fifth it is Roy Ververke, sixth Sam Reed, seventh Ashley Blakehood, eighth Chaz Draycott, ninth Tom Stanley. Running out the top 10 is Neil Bamber, then Warburton 11th, Clinton Bell 12th, Andrew Woodhouse in 13th, started 7th there, and down the inside is that Trevor Blackburn trying to get past David Crozier, or is Crozier trying to look past him? Either way, Crozier looks like he's just dropped off the back of him now.
Yeah, so one man who's not having a good race so far is Chris Wood. He was side by side with James Leggett going through that opening section, as well as Jim Flanagan, but they've sorted themselves out for the time being through this twisty section here down at turn 7. This is all turn 7 down at the bottom end of the track as they head now uphill. Wood having a look at the back of Bristow for the time being as they head into the hairpin. This is one of the overtaking spots there, but no move. Oh yeah, up front, yeah, Pete Harrod into the lead there, going past up the chicane.
Yeah, it's a good move down the inside, set him up out of the hairpin really, forced Gosling to go on a defensive, and yeah, down the inside into the final chicane, done deal. And Pete Harrod is now in the race lead for CQR, gets the first corner right this time, and look at how Sakovic has just appeared on the scene all of a sudden. He's now trying to get second. Yeah,
this is fallen into CQR's hands. Another man who's trying to make a move here is Roy Ververke. He's all over the back of Ben Gregory. He's come round this first section, round 3 into turn 4, and Roy, we've seen how well he races and how clean he races as well. He certainly is putting the pressure on Ben Gregory, as Ben Gregory having to go defensive into that first chicane to start with, late on the brakes there, taken a lot of curb that can cause damage to the car. Can those curbs? You've got to be aggressive with them, but you've also got to be careful of them as well, because you will see as well. Roy Ververke is dropping back actually because Sam Reed's gone past.
So he picks up a small slowdown there. Either that or those curbs definitely seem to knock the car just a little bit out of balance. Don't know whether that damage to the front of the SVR car is as a result of him clobbering the curbs down at the first chicane, but either way, yeah. Lost of position to Sam Reed. Roy Verke high up in the championship standings, of course. At the moment, he is the second of the championship, second place in the I'll just disregard that point, actually. Ashley Blake Hood behind. And Roy Verke down the inside trying to retaliate immediately on Sam Reed, but no way through.
I can tell you that the damage on the front of his car is from that curb on that first chicane. So it just shows how much it can make a mess of a car, and that's going to affect the aerodynamics of the car. Luckily, there's not too many high-speed sections around this track, so it shouldn't affect him too much, but he is under pressure now from Ashley Blake Hood behind. And yeah, it's all happening there. There's a little sort of battle packs we're seeing once again as drivers sort of square off against each other. You've got Sean Gardner, who's really pushing hard on Michael Jones back in 31st and 30th place. And you've got other battles as well. Chris Wood is battling with James Leggett, although Leggett has pulled away a little bit at the start of this lap. So Roy Verke is putting Sam Reed under pressure, but he's under pressure himself from Ashley Blake Hood.
Yeah, Ashley Blake Hood in 7th position. Looking down the inside. I'm sorry, I'm looking at another battle, but down into the second chicane.
Chaz Draycott is trying to go past the Blake Hood. So Draycott's gotten to the back of them now.
Chaz Draycott, of course, started in 11th on the grid, already up into 8th place. Was trying to crack more forward and get into the top 5. Let's see if he can do that. This battle pack heading down in towards the hairpin at the far end of the circuit, and then in towards the chicane to complete another lap. We're on lap 5. Timed race, of course, 12 minutes to go. Andrew Woodhouse has just got past Clinton Bell. In fact, those two are going at it in the hairpin in towards the final chicane. And Woodhouse trying to get back past. Woodhouse, who didn't have a good start to this race, started in 7th, now down in 12th, trying to get past Clinton Bell into the chicane. The Club 73 car is just having to take the defensive line. And now out of the chicane, down across the timing line and into turn 1. Start lap 6. Let's see what Woodhouse can do. He's got a good slipstream, but of course the slipstream doesn't really work too well around here due to the fact there's more corners and straight lines. And into turn 1. Has Woodhouse got it done? He's going to be side by side into turn 2.
Yeah, he is. It's well, still side by side, and that's allowing Trevor Blackburn to get in on this battle as well. So it's a three-way scrap now between these three. This is all battling over 11th, 12th and 13th. And, well, around the outside there goes Andrew, so carrying the speed there around the outside of Clinton Bell, able to make that move stick. And he's up a place there, up into 11th. Clinton Bell looking down the inside into the chicane. Woodhouse, is he going to give him the room? Oh, they get all very close. But Woodhouse able to hold on to that place. And Clinton Bell now under pressure from Trevor Blackburn behind.
Sam Reed's
almost
gone.
Contact. And Sam Reed is, yeah, he's dropping down. What's happened to him? He's off at the chicane at turn 7.
Oh dear, so Sam Reed, who was inside the top 10, not going well for him there.
Oh, there was contact with Ashley Blake Hood, I believe. And I believe that's what's happened there. I'm just trying to get another look on that. But it certainly does look like the XL Designs car. Yep, little just quarter panel on that car, and Sam Reed heavily into the barrier there, and he is out of the race.
Sam Reed was 3rd in practice, 5th in qualifying, and was running 5th at the time. But yeah, he's definitely now facing the wrong way. Side by side here now, Chaz Draycott versus Ashley Blake Hood as they come across the line. Let's see what happens into turn 1. Blake Hood on the inside, Chaz Draycott on the outside. Through the corner, the left-hander they go, and Blake Hood's just able to hold on from the race-up car of Chaz Draycott. Of course, now Draycott just trying to set up Blake Hood. Blake Hood has to go deep into turn 2 and goes very wide, and that's going to allow Draycott to just shoot up the inside through turn 3. And thank you very much. That is 6th position. Now look in the background, Tom Stanley now trying to get past Ashley Blake Hood. He's closed on these two while they were battling through the opening corners of this lap. Let's see what he can do down towards the chicane, because Blake Hood again did not get a good run out of that corner. Has a little look, but I think he's just a bit too far behind, and Blake Hood's very good on the brakes into that first chicane. So Chaz Draycott up into 6th, Blake Hood down to 7th.
Yeah, absolutely. We're halfway through the race as well. So Pete Harrod out in the lead by 1 second ahead of Adam Gosling. Magic Sakovic not able to keep up with Adam at the moment, so he's in 3rd place with Ben Gregory 4th. Roy Verke is in that 5th place, and as we just saw, Chaz Draycott moving up to 6th place ahead of Ashley Blake Hood, who's still putting the pressure on him, but Tom Stanley behind in 8th is pushing on as well. And Perry Warburton is 9th with Andrew Woodhouse rounding out the top 10 at this halfway point. But Trevor Blackburn behind under pressure from Clinton Bell. Clinton Bell not not making the move so far. But Blackburn runs a little bit wide at that hairpin, but you can do that. But Alec Bristow, he's going side by side with one of the Gombrot racing cars, and well, not quite able to go alongside Tristan Bodice, but will have to fall in line for the time being as they go through the final chicane, the Jackie X corner around that final chicane, and that's about the only corner that I will say the name of around here.
Across the line we go on to lap 8 for these drivers then, and look in front. Is that Clinton Bell trying to go down the inside of Trevor Blackburn? Blackburn runs out wide through turn 1. He's able to carry the speed though. No other changes in this battle pack at the moment. Bodice closing in under braking on the back of Clinton Bell. Trevor Blackburn running wide again through turn 2, and now through the right-hander at 3 and into turn 4. Bodice having a look down the inside. Is he going to go for it? He might do, but Clinton Bell running a good line round the outside. Now they're going to be side-by-side down the back straight into the first of the chicanes. The CQR car of Alex Bristow just watching this and hoping that they don't take each other out and collect him as well through the chicane, and Trevor Blackburn's just able to Clinton Bell's just able to hold on ahead of Bodice, and now Bodice coming under pressure from Bristow down towards the second chicane.
Tom Stanley, by the way, has made it up ahead of Ashley Blake Hood, so Blake Hood losing enough of position there, but yeah, this battle still raging on as they go through that turn 7 section of the track, and Clinton Bell, Tristan Bodice, they're neck and neck with each other. Clinton Bell having to go defensive into the hairpin. He's also looking down the inside of Trevor Blackburn, but he's too far behind for the time being as we've got a car running wide. That is the Max Wright in the XL Designs car, so he's gone across the grass, comes back on there as we've got more side by side as well. That is one of the Rewind cars, Chris Wood, going side by side with James Leggett. James Leggett actually still running in this race. He's not had the best luck so far this season, but well, it's just under 7 minutes to go and he's still in the race, so good work from him so far. I hear more contact further up, but I can't see anybody around or anything like that, so yeah, this battle is still raging on. Trevor Blackburn, Clinton Bell and Tristan Bodice, with Alex Bristow slowly catching up to the back of them as well, Adam.
Yes, he is. Let's have a look at the lap times that Alex Bristow's been doing. This battle, of course, over about 11th down to 14th. Alex Bristow last time around 1:37.7 compared to Bodice, who did 1:37.6, and Clinton Bell, slowest of them all really, 1:37.9. Blackburn 1:37.7 as well. So it's all very tight here. The Club 73 car having to go defensive again over the curbs through the first chicane, and in fact, he's actually now trying to have a go on Trevor Blackburn, and he's got the move done. And I wonder if that's damage on the front of Blackburn's car has been picked up by clobbering the curbs again. We saw what happened to one of the Crest SVR cars when they hit the curbs, and maybe he picked up a slowdown as well. But either way, Clinton Bell is now through into 11th place, and Blackburn down to 12th, and might be about to lose another position if Tristan Bodice has anything to say about it. In towards the hairpin at the far side of the circuit. Round the outside goes Bodice. Is he going to leave in enough room, Trevor Blackburn? No, he doesn't, and that's going to allow Alex Bristow to now get involved as we head down towards the chicane.
Max Wright once again running wide at that hairpin as well, but Tristan Bodice has got Alex Bristow alongside him. Bristow, wow, what an exit out the hairpin, makes it through around the outside into the first part of that chicane. So Bristow moving up there to 13th and looking for some, but not for Alex. He started down in 21st, so a good drive from Alex so far in that CQR car as James Leggett is under pressure from Chris Wood behind. Wood was having a look there, but so far Bristow now having to hold off Tristan Bodice for the time being, as well, Roy Ververke is caught up to the back of Ben Gregory as well. We'll keep an eye on the timings of that, but Tristan Bodice right up behind Alec Bristow. Oh, getting very close there, going into turn 4 as they head down now towards the chicane. Bristow runs very wide there over the gravel there. We'll pick up an instant point for that surely as they go through now down into the chicane. So easy to miss your braking, which is exactly what Alec Bristow has done. He's going to have a slowdown penalty. That's going to allow Tristan Bodice past and possibly James Leggett as well. He manages to cut in front of Leggett, which holds Leggett back. And here's Chris Wood as well. He's going to try and battle his way through the chicane, try and get the better run. But, well, Alec Bristow lucky to only lose one place there.
Yeah, and slowdowns sometimes can be very harsh to you. It doesn't look like it's been too harsh for Alex Bristow there, but yeah, as you were saying about incident points, maximum of 12 in this race, and of course that will be another incident point for Alex Bristow. What's other position changes happening? And none down at the hairpin as Zach McElroy nearly running wide again through the hairpin. It might be about to lose another position. Who's that behind him? That is Neil Bamber. Bamber just dropping back a little bit, so no position change looking likely there. Trevor Blackburn, though, versus Bodis continues now. Bodis continuing to work his way up through the order. Across the line we go, onto lap 11. 3.5 minutes to go then in this first race of the evening. This battle pack's been definitely one to watch so far in this race. P. Harrod leads Adam Gosling by 2.1 seconds. Sakovic in third, Gregory fourth. Fifth, Roy Ververke. Sixth, Chaz Draycott. Seventh, Tom Stanley. Eighth is Ashley Blake Hood. Ninth now, Andrew Woodhouse, who's been able to get past Perry Warburton at some point. And yeah, then this battle, Clinton Bell, Blackburn, Bodis and Bristow.
You would think that maybe Perry Warburton doing his teammate a favour and get him in the extra position for the Drivers' Championship, but well, we don't know. We'll have to find out afterwards. But yeah, Andrew Woodhouse up to 9th place now. But certainly this battle with Trevor Blackburn is still raging on with Tristan right behind him. Bristow just dropped off the back of Tristan Bodis a little bit. He's under pressure from James Leggett as they head down towards this Turn 7 complex through the chicane. And again, it's so easy to pick up a little error there as well. Tristan Bodis, little contact with Trevor Blackburn through there, but staying behind for the time being. But Blackburn certainly feeling the Morse code messages of, hey, come on, I want to come through here. And Tristan maybe getting a little bit more impatient now. There's 2.5 minutes left, less than 2.5 minutes left on the race clock as we head towards the end here. And Tristan Bodis is going to look down the inside into the final chicane, late on the brakes. And down the inside, asserts his authority and makes it past Trevor Blackburn for that 13th place, for the 12th place. Sorry, Trevor down to 13th. He's now got Alec Bristow for company.
Yeah, it's not often you see cars going side by side through turn 7, and Blackburn and Bodis try to make it work, and Bodis has now eventually come out on top. So Bodis now up into 12th place, 13th for Trevor Blackburn, and of course part of this battle is involved in the reverse grid. So James Leggett and Chris Wood, if they stay in those positions, they could have a shot at being reversed onto pole position for the second race. Of course, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming up after this race. We'll see who's on pole position for that. But meanwhile, a battle then continues between Perry Warburton and Clinton Bell. Bell closing in on Perry Warburton. It doesn't look like he's able to get past him this time around. We've just got 1.5 laps to go. So when the leader gets to the line, Pete Harrod will have 1 lap left of racing here.
Yeah, Pete Harrod, we've hardly mentioned him so far today. He's way out front, 2.7 seconds ahead of Adam Gosling. Maciej Sakovic a further 3 seconds behind Gosling, so that's your top 3 there. Ben Gregory is still under a little bit of pressure from Roy Ververke, but Ververke is under pressure now from Chaz Draycott from behind. So Draycott has been coming through the field. He's up to 6th place, and he's really putting the pressure on Roy Ververke as we'll be on to the final lap now. But well, Ververke getting the slightly better exit out of that chicane and able to hold on to that place. Tristan Bodis is right up behind Perry Warburton now. He's looking to the inside of that chicane, not making the move for the time being. So look at this queue of cars. You've got Perry Warburton, Tristan Bodis, Clinton Bell, Trevor Blackburn, Alex Bristow, James Leggett and Chris Wood all together. Perry Warburton going defensive down into turn 1 as they head down there, and Tristan trying to hold that outside lining. If he can hold that outside line, he's got the inside line for turn 2 as they come through now, and Tristan Bodis moving up through past that team dial-up car up into 10th place now as well. Trevor Blackburn runs wide over the curbs, and that's going to allow Alec Bristow to come through here. James Leggett is going to have a look down the inside of Blackburn as well. Oh, contact! More contact as well, but they managed to keep going, which is really well done between them. So Blackburn not losing too many positions there, just the 1 place to Alec Bristow out of that, but certainly really close battle in between this pack here. It is the closest battle on the field. Out front, Pete Harrod is coming towards the final chicane, so we'll make sure we get him as he goes across the line. Trevor Blackburn looking down the inside of Bristow. I think he may have cut across the chicane. And we've got Chris Wood has disappeared. Oh, don't say Chris Wood has got disqualified. He has. has, and that's going to lose in the place. Perry Warburton is going to go through as well, but here comes Pete Harrod across the line to win this first race ahead of Magic Sakovic. Well, look at Perry Warburton and Clinton Bell battling away. Oh, then this pack, and well, Tristan Bonis has made a run for it. Clinton Bell is up to 10th place, and Perry Warburton losing 2 places. Alec Bristow trying to make a move down the inside into the final chicane for the final time. As round they go, so it's going to be Tristan Bonis finishing in 9th with Clinton Bell in 10th. Perry Warburton is going to come across in 10th place, so we lost somebody else from the front of the field as well towards the end of that race. So yeah, we actually lost Adam Gosling, I believe, haven't we? Oh, my timing screen's going mad here. Adam Gosling is showing us finishing second.
Yeah.
It's all crazy. It's my timing screen going mad. Yeah.
I don't think we've lost anyone. I think Trevor Blackburn lost a few positions on that final lap. James Leggett was able to get past him in the hairpin. But yeah, we did see the disqualification, unfortunately, for Chris Wood. Chris Wood, who hasn't come across the line yet. So he's got disqualified. But yeah, good first race. Good big battle at the lead at the beginning. Pete Harris was able to get past Adam Gosling, took the lead, never really looked back from there. 3.5 second win. Lead at the end, and we saw a great battle then for those positions just outside the top 10. Clinton Bell and Tristan Bonis able to come out on top there. They finished in 10th and 11th.
Yeah, absolutely great battling between those guys. So your results then from that first race, round 9 of the Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and the XL Designs. Pete Harrod, the winner by 3.5 seconds ahead of Adam Gosling. Magic Sakovic in 3rd place with Ben Gregory in 4th. Roy Verke, good race from him, gained 1 place up to 5th place in the end there, with Chaz Draycott doing a fantastic job from 11th to 6th. Tom Stanley, another one that's made a good run of it at the start, 14th to 7th. For him, with Ashley Blakehood in 8th. We saw him battling away earlier on with Ashley was with Sam Reed, who unfortunately got involved in a little incident there. Andrew Woodhouse finishing in 9th with Tristan Bonis in 10th. Clinton Bell 11th with Perry Warburton 12th. Alec Bristow finishing in 13th. James Leggett 14th with Trevor Blackburn just making a few mistakes on the last lap, down in 15th place. Max Wright 16th with Neil Rocks 17th. Jim Flanagan 18th with Matt Woodhouse 19th, and Dale Green, one of the newcomers to the series, in 20th place. Darryl Rampton, another newcomer, 21st, with Jason Rowe 22nd. Ben Warburton 23rd. Rachel Whiteford, we didn't really speak about her much. She started in 34th, ended up in 24th, so good gaining positions for her. Rick Scott in 25th with Sean Gardner in 26th. Yalmari Raipalena in 27th with Ian Roscoe 28th. Chris Wood ended up being classified 1 lap down in 29th with Linus Brostrom also in 30th place. And then the last few cars, Neil Bamber, Dave Crozier, Chris Sherburn, all 1 lap down. Sam Reed, we saw have that incident with Ashley Blake cut down at turn 7, finishes 34th with Michael Jones 35th, and Lorne Murray down in 36th place. And well, Adam, we've got the reverse grid wheel coming up shortly, so who are the people who are eligible for it?
So we have 16 down to 26, I do believe. I don't think we have the option for a full, like we do in the Pro Series. So let's have a look. The cars eligible are Max Wright, then it would be Neil Rocks, Jim Flanagan, Mark Woodhouse, Dale Green, Darryl Rampton, Jason Rowe, Penn Warburton, Rachel Whiteford, Rick Scott and Sean Gardner. So those are the cars eligible. And similarly, the cameraman will spin the wheel of fortune, and then we'll find out who will be on pole position for the second race of the evening, round 10 of the Kia Club Series.
Yeah, so we'll wait for that to come up on our screen here as we'll look at this now. And do you know what? I've not got used to this wheel as number 19 has been drawn. So who's that on pole then? Mark
Woodhouse then will go on to pole position for the second race of the evening. Jim Flanagan 2nd, Neil Rocks 3rd, Max Wright 4th, and Trevor Blackburn in 5th.
So yeah, so that's your reverse grid for the second race of the night then. So a good portion of the field there getting that reverse grid, and we've seen how difficult it is to overtake around here in that first race. So maybe we could see a different race winner in this second race of the evening. So what we'll do is we'll step aside for just a couple of moments while we wait for that second race. You're watching the Club Series, Kia Club Series, sorry, with Crest Glazing and XL Designs here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. We'll be right back after these messages.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back to the Kia Club Series here with Crest Glazing and XL Designs on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Well, we had an exciting and intense first race, shall we say. Not the worst overtakes that you'll ever see, but still very close racing between these Kia Optimas. Oh, going into the second race here, and with the top 19 getting that reverse grid, going to be interested to see how people come through the field, because it is certainly going to be difficult around here, Adam.
Yeah, it's not the biggest reverse grid we've had, but yeah, 19 cars is still a pretty decent amount. So yeah, we're overtaking at a premium. We'll see what these guys can do. Of course, we saw a lot of overtaking in the second race at Brands Hatch, and we thought overtaking was going to be difficult there. But yeah, similar style of track to Alton Park, which we were at 2 weeks ago, and there wasn't really much overtaking there either. So we'll see what the drivers can do. They'll have to make the most of it. We saw a few moves going down into the first and second chicanes, and that hairpin as well. And even the change for the lead, that happened in the final chicane. So the drivers definitely finding places to overtake on this circuit. And with 19 cars reversed, we'll see what the likes of Harrod and Gosling can do when they're faced with 19 other cars in front of them. Yeah,
so we've just got a minute of warm-up left before this second race of the evening. And one thing I forgot to ask you, how were the snowmen then at Silverstone?
Silverstone was okay. Yeah.
Apart from it being cold and
it was a bit cold, but somehow I came back and realised I caught the sun somehow. That with 10 degrees of track temperature and just above that in the air, really. But yeah, it was a bit chilly. But yeah, it was still a good race meeting, rather that than being up to my knees in mud or anything like that. So yeah,
Yeah, I've got to say, it's typically British that it'll be snowing 1 minute and then you get sunburnt the next. So there you go, that's what happens when you go to watch the World Endurance Championship at Silverstone. But, well, we're just counting down towards this race. So who we're thinking is going to be one of the main movers and shakers? We're thinking Pete Harrod or Adam Gosling, or maybe someone like Ashley Blake Hood, or even Chaz Draycott, who showed that he can overtake in that first race.
Yeah, Chaz Draycott did a good job, as did Clinton Bell and Tristan Bottas. Yeah, so we'll see what they can do now with the reverse grid. We're just about to get the grid up on screen now so we can take a look at it. So let's have a look. Yeah, so the 19 cars will be reversed for the second race of the evening, and that did put Mark Woodhouse on the pole position, Flanagan second, Neil Rocks third. I'll run you through the grid now actually. Fourth Max Wright, fifth Trevor Blackburn, 6th James Leggett, 7th Alex Bristow, 8th Perry Warburton, 9th Clinton Bell, as we were just mentioning, and 10th is Tristan Bottas. 11th Andrew Woodhouse, championship leader going into this race meeting. 12th Ashley Blake Hood, 13th Tom Stanley, 14th Chaz Draycott, 15th is Roy Ververke, 16th Ben Gregory, 17th Maciej Sakovic, 18th Adam Gosling, 19th Pete Harrod, the race 1 winner, 20th Dale Green, 21st Darrell Rampton, 22nd Jason Rowe, 23rd Ben Warburton, 24th Rachel Wyford, 25th Rick Scott, 26th Sean Gardner, 27th it is Jan-Mari Raipolina, 28th Ian Roskell, 29th Chris Wood, 30th Linus Bostrom, 31st Neil Bamber, 32nd David Crozier, 33rd it is Christopher Sherburn, 34th Sam Reed, who had that issue in race 1, 35th Michael Jones, and at the back in 36th it is Lorne Murray.
Okay, so the revs now raising here for round 10 of the Kia Club Series with crest blazing XL Designs. The green light is on, and away we go from the start. Mark Woodhouse looking to get a good start from pole position. Neil Rocks coming through the middle there, though, from the second row of the grid, coming down into turn 1. It makes contact with Jim Flanagan. There's more contact. Mark House getting involved there, along with one of the Subaru For You cars. But will everyone get through that first corner yet again? It does look like it. But at the moment, at the front, Jim Flanagan is the one in the lead ahead of Neil Rocks. Ashley Blake Hood is dropping down the order. So something's happened with him. But everyone just having to find their way through here at the moment at the start of this race. It's all a bit messy, and this is where we had the big incident in that first race. Down into this first chicane, cars still not together in groups. Are we going to get any contact into the chicane? Everybody maybe learning from that first race. And yes, we're all going to get through that first chicane, so well done everybody to get through there. But it's still not over, because this second chicane is, we've got a spinner! One of the XL Design cars. I believe that might be Ashley Blake Hood. It is! Ashley Blake Hood is round, he's in the barrier, he's going to be right down to the very back of the field. He's got a lot of damage on the front end of that car, and well, there goes any hopes of getting a good result today.
Well, he was on the outside of the right-hander, and then he puts the power down and then loses control of the car. Very rarely you see cars hitting the inside tyre barrier there. That was very odd. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he was serving a slowdown penalty of some sort, and then got the power down and then spun the car around.
Well, at the front then, at the end of lap 1, it's Jim Flanagan. He did lead in the second race at Brands Hatch. He's in the lead again. Neil Rocks in second place in that car with the Don't Panic logo down the side there. So obviously Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan. Max Wright, he was the king of race 2 in last season's BSA in the Club Series, but well, he's up in third place at the moment. James Leggett in fourth, with Alex Bristow behind him in 5th, and Andrew Woodhouse, good start from him, 11th to 7th, but Tristan Bottas 10th to 5th. So Tristan, the man on the move at the moment, and you would have to say that he's looking eager. He's wanted to try and get past James Leggett for the time being. And well, further back with Chaz Draycott and Trevor Black battling away, as is Pete Harrod as well, who he's made up a few places there, up to 12th from 19th on the grid. So race 1 winner, certainly doing a good job so far, as we've got a slowdown penalty here for the 961 Tom Stanley.
So not a good race at all for Chirpy Bird there. Mark Woodhouse on the pole. He had a bit of contact and he had to serve a slowdown, and now Tom Stanley's having to do the same as well. And it's not going for him at all. Yeah, he's still having to serve the slowdown penalty. He's tumbled down outside the top 15 or so. Not going well for that team at all. In front of them, though, down the inside goes Adam Gosling on the Crest SVR car of Jason Rowe, and that is a done deal, I do believe. Is Jason Rowe going to try and get it back? Just in clear is Adam Gosling, so Gosling through an upper position, but the Crest SVR car will try back down the inside into the chicane of Jason Rowe. No way through though. So Adam Gosling now up to 14th, Jason Rowe down to 15th.
We've got Ben Gregory serving a slowdown penalty out of that final chicane, and he's really struggling actually to get rid of that penalty, so he's dropping way down the order now. He's down to behind his teammate Adam Gosling, so down to 14th place for Ben Gregory, so big drama for him there. But at the front you've got this queue of traffic here: Jim Flanagan, Neil Rocks, Max Wright, James Leggett, Tristan Bodis, Alex Bristow is right behind Tristan, and then Andrew Woodhouse at the back of that pack. Well, it's 7 cars all battling away for those lead few positions, and at the time being Alex Bristow having to hold behind for the time being behind Tristan Bodis, but gets a great run out of that first chicane. He leapt off the curbs, attacked the curbs well, and Bristow going to go round the outside through this left-hander. He's got the inside line for the chicane, and that should be job done for him, although if he doesn't outbrake himself, and he manages to hold on to that position. Andrew Woodhouse sniffing around as well, trying to make the move, and I can tell you that James Leggett is now battling away with Max Wright. He's going to go to the outside into the hairpin. And what's happened to so Tristan Bodis losing that place. Oh, Bristow! Oh, he's right around there. Tristan Bodis running wide there as well. So obviously late on the brakes, too late in fact.
And yeah, Neil Rocks off then. And do you remember what happened last time Jim Flanagan was in the lead? It was a Brands Hatch race 2.
Neil
We had
Rocks
an absolute
is into lead.
stalker of a race. Neil Rocks takes the lead then into the chicane, but Jim Flanagan, as we saw in Brands Hatch, is definitely not going to give up the lead without a fight as we come across the line to start lap 4 of the race. Flanagan back down the inside into turn 1 late on the brake, so is Neil Rocks. Rocks is going to try and swoop around the outside. He goes wide onto that concrete on the exit of the curbs, and Neil Rocks, I think, has just taken the lead away from Jim Flanagan. So Rocks takes the lead but goes wide through turn 2, and that's going to allow Jim Flanagan back up the inside through turn 3, and he's going to force the issue. Yes, he does, and he forces him a little bit wide, and that's going to allow James Leggett to get down the inside into turn 4. Brilliant move.
We had a major issue as well into the final chicane. Tristan Bodis is out, and he had a major contact with Pete Harrod that put Pete Harrod in the wall as well. So Pete Harrod is struggling. I don't know whether it was Pete Harrod or Magic Sakovic, but anyway, we've certainly had a major instance there. But as you say, Neil Rocks and James Leggett now trying to go around the outside of Jim Flanagan, who makes the move stick, and Neil Rocks is looking now towards the inside, doesn't make the move for the time being. But certainly these first 6 minutes of racing has been absolutely classic once again. Kia Club Series delivering the racing as we see it. There's Ashley Hood, he's retired, so Tristan Bodis is in the pits and he looks like he's retired as well. So major problems there for 2 of our better performers from the first race.
Yeah, not good for Ashley Hood at all, and usually a consistent performer in the BSR Pro Series when he ran in that. Not good at all in the second race of the evening. Here comes Jim Flanagan to try and take the lead back away from James Leggett down towards the final chicane, trying to get Leggett to get on the back foot and maybe get a run down the front straight. Good run by all of them through the final chicane. Let's see if Flanagan can get a run on James Leggett as we come across the line. Onto lap 5 now. 13.5 minutes left of racing in race 2 here of the Kia Club Series. Jim Flanagan looking down the inside, surely no way through. James Leggett blocks the inside. Neil Rocks now trying to take second place away from Jim Flanagan. Neil Rocks took it away briefly a lap or so ago, but wasn't able to get it done after running wide through that corner that we're heading through now, turn 3 and down towards turn 4.
Yeah, and I know you like hear how many people who started in the top 10 finished in the top 10. Well, we've only got about 5 of them left so far, so certainly some big movers there. Chaz Draycott, one of the big movers, along with Andrew Woodhouse. Pete Harrod, though, 19th to 7th so far in this race, so he's certainly showing that he's got the pace and he's got the overtaking ability there, along with a few issues as well. Chaz Draycott going side by side with Andrew Woodhouse, and contact with Woodhouse, and Woodhouse is into the barrier.
And Neil Rocks is off.
And Max Wright as well, and Andrew Woodhouse is upside down. It's all happening at that chicane.
So who's leading now? James Leggett leads. Chaz Draycott's in second.
Yeah, Jim Flanagan was involved in that as well. Chaz making his way through, and that one incident taking out or affecting 4 different drivers there.
It just carried on rolling, didn't it? We had Woodhouse. It started off with Woodhouse, and then it just ends up taking out so many drivers. And Wow, what happened there? So Jim Flanagan now is in third. Pete Howard now up to fourth. He was seventh at the beginning of the lap. And now Trevor Blackburn's involved. And Roy Ververke and Maciej Sakovic going at it. Sakovic down the inside into the chicane, trying to get past Ververke. And they're going to be side by side as we come across the line.
I tell you what, the red mist will certainly have descended in that car of Jim Flanagan. He will not be happy at all to have lost the opportunity of maybe winning this race. But the man who's out the front at the moment by 2 seconds, James Leggett, he won't be complaining. He'll be hoping that more drivers get involved in more instances. Pete Harrod now looking to the inside of Jim Flanagan. And Pete, well, he's going to move up to third place, squeezing Jim Flanagan there on the entry into turn 4. But Flanagan having to hold out wide, and Harrod making the move up into third. So I say up to third. Jim Flanagan's looking to the inside of the chicane. His teammate Trevor Blackburn is behind him as well. And Maciej Sakovic, as you say, he's been one of the big movers in this race. 17th up to 6th, but 19th to 3rd now for Pete Harrod. Fantastic work. He could end up winning this race.
I don't think we've ever had a person win 2 races in a race meeting before in the Kia Club Series. Looking down the inside there, Sakovic trying to get past Blackburn, and now Blackburn trying to get past his teammate Flanagan as we head over the hill and back down towards the hairpin at the far side of the course. And whoa, this is close, and Flanagan looking, and down the inside then goes Blackburn. Blackburn surely will get a bit of help from Flanagan. These two are teammates, of course. They won't be going at it as if they weren't teammates, but Flanagan still on the inside heading into the final chicane. Just trying to make sure that he doesn't allow the CQR car Sakovic through, but he is. And a bit of contact with Ververke.
Yeah, and well, Sakovic is he's got a slow exit out of the chicane there. So Jim Flanagan's going to come alongside, but Flanagan holding behind for the time being. Roy Ververke is right onto the back of Flanagan now. Ben Gregory has got ahead of Adam Gosling for position as well. Tom Stanley and Jason Rowe are battling with Neil Bamber. There's Clinton Bell involved in that battle as well. There's battles all over, and we have had Alec Bristow's dropping down the order as well, so something's happened to him. He's into the pits, so something definitely has happened to Alex.
Battle for the lead as well. Here comes Chaz Draycott on James Leggett down towards the first chicane. Hard on the brakes. Chaz Draycott's going to go around the outside. Surely that won't work. And James Leggett goes through that corner pretty well. And that's going to allow Pete Howard to have a go. Pete Howard, the race 1 winner, already up to 3rd in race 2 after starting in 19th place on the grid. Into the chicane. No way through. And 2 laps to go, Paul, when you said we had 5 cars that started inside the top 10 that are still there. How many we got now? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's this second race. Plenty of action. It's where to look, really, I suppose, for this. But there's this battle up at the front then. I said sort of like... it was more, not tongue-in-cheek, but it was certainly light-hearted in saying that Pete Harrod could win this race. Well, he's in the ideal position. I didn't think he would catch up quite that fast, but James Leggett, under intense pressure from Chaz Draycott, and I will say that Pete Harrod has caught up about a second on that lap alone. So Pete Harrod showing that he has got the pace in this car to push it on, and Trevor Blackburn running wide out in the final chicane there, as they've got Andrew Woodhouse just behind this lead battle for the top 3. So he's trying to make points. And whoa, who was that? Was that a blown engine? It was that Trevor Blackburn.
I think it must be. Yeah, Trevor Blackburn pulling off to the side of the road, and it's off, and he's out.
Heartbreak for Trevor Blackburn. Yeah, blew the engine into turn 1, and as I say, it's heartbreaking for him for that to happen. Look at this battle though up at the front. Chaz Draycott once again better run into this first chicane, but he's having to take the wider line, but he's trying to get the better run through the chicane, and here comes Pete Harrod. What a fantastic run for Pete through the first chicane. He's right up against the wall. Please don't have any contact here. Pete Harrod around the outside and looking to the inside into the chicane and makes a move. What a fantastic move there for Pete Harrod, late on the brakes, and well, James Leggett having to get out of it because he just seemed to just cut across because he got caught out by that. And Pete Harrod in one swift move goes from 3rd to 1st, but Chaz Draycott, he's not going to give this one up. He's going to fight on for that lead for the time being, but fantastic work there from Pete.
What a fantastic move. I set them up, really was watching them battle, and then just went down the inside and took them both Fantastic job from Pete Harrod, and he needs these results because he hasn't had the best start to the championship in this season. Had an engine blown at Silverstone and currently lies outside the top 5 in the standings at the start of this race meeting. So if he stays in this position now for just under 7 more minutes of racing, he'll be the first guy to take 2 race victories in a race meeting in the Kia Club Series, and will definitely help his championship aspirations.
Linus Brostrom has made it past our pole sitter Matt Woodhouse, so that's up another position for Linus there as they go to the line. Matt Woodhouse has got Sean Gardner behind him with Clinton Bell there as well, so that is battling away as well. Jason Rose run wide there at turn 1, so he'll lose another position. So Linus now up to 11th place in the standings at the moment, but there's this battle at the front still going on. Chaz Draycott seems to get a good run out that turn 4. But then Pete Harrod has a good run through the chicane, so pretty much even as they head down towards turn 7.
See what happens on the brakes then. Lap times last time round, Pete Harrod was exceptionally quick, and locks a little break there going into the chicane. 1:36.3 for him, 1:37.0 for Chaz Draycott though. It'll be interesting to see what the lap times are when they come back around this time, of course, because they won't be battling for positions on this lap. Chaz Draycott, credit to him, still sticking with the reigning series champion that is Pete Harrod, into the hairpin, getting a good run out of there, into the final chicane. James Leggett there, still around in 3rd. Then in 4th, it is Maciej Sakovic, still having to withstand pressure from Roy Ververke. Let's see what their lap times are like then when they get to the line. And when we get to the line, there'll be 5.5 minutes left of racing, approximately 4 laps of racing then left in this second race of the evening in the Kia Club Series. Over the timing line they go. Let's see what the lap times are like. Pete Harrod does a 1:35.9. So does Chaz Draycott. They're the only 2 that have been lapping in the 1:35 so far in this race. They're lapping stormingly quick lap times.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a fantastic job at the front there. And, Chaz Draycott, he's shown that he has got the pace in this series, and he has put on some moves earlier in other races that we saw. We did see him leading a race earlier on this season as well. So certainly he has got the ability there and the pace, but it's just getting that end result. Adam Gosling is battling away as well, and he's right up behind his teammate Ben Gregory, who lets him pass. So Gregory obviously doing some team manoeuvres there, but still got this Chaz Draycott with a slowdown now.
Yeah, he took too much curb in the first chicane, and that punished him, so he's now got a slowdown. That's going to allow James Leggett through into 2nd.
Yeah, so as you say, James Leggett into 2nd place now. 4 minutes 20 left on the clock. It's Pete Harrod now has got a good convincing lead here of 1.7 seconds. He can take it a little bit easier just for the time being, because James Leggett hasn't quite had the pace of Pete, although he was only 2/10 slower on that last lap. We'll see how it goes this time by, but certainly Roy Ververke has made it past Maciej Sakovic as well. So Roy Ververke up to 4th place now from 15th on the grid, as further back Jim Flanagan, a lot of damage on his car. He's battling away with Tom Stanley in 8th and 9th place. Neil Bamber is in 10th place. Good return for Neil to the series. He started 31st in this race, did Neil, so great run from him to get up to 10th place there. But certainly, as we say, 3.5 minutes left. Pete Harrod now got a comfortable lead. He was 1 second faster than James Leggett last time by, and here comes Chaz Draycott into the back of James.
Yeah, so Chaz Draycott at least will want that 2nd place back after picking up that slowdown penalty a lap ago. James Leggett on the outside line. Chaz Draycott going to try and go down the inside. Is he going to be? He's late on the brakes, and blimey, gone 2 wheels and too late, and he's going to surely have picked up a bit of damage to the front of the car and a slowdown penalty for good measure as well. So nice try, Chaz, but unfortunately he's now lost 2nd place again.
Do you think James Leggett saw that coming and went, you know what, you have the inside line, go on, you do that, and maybe Chaz just showing a little bit of eagerness to try and get past, because there is now only 2 minutes 40 left in this race, so we're going to get 2 more laps of this race, you would think, as Pete Harrod goes out the hairpin at the bottom of the circuit, And, well, he's got a convincing 4.4 second lead, all because of James Leggett and Chaz Draycott battling between themselves, as Draycott has got onto the back of James Leggett already. So going into the final chicane, he's not going to make a move from there because he's too far back for the time being. But Roy Verke's also got Magic Sakovic alongside him. Sakovic just made it back past, and there's Adam Gosling behind them as well. So Gosling battling away in 6th place. He's trying to make it up past Roy Verke. Gosling, of course, the runner-up last season in the Club Series. And, well, he's going to go around the outside of Roy Verke there. Surely he can't make that one stick, but he's going to have the inside line for the next corner. That's a right-hander at turn 2. Can he make it move? And the answer will be yes, because he's going to have the turn 3 apex as well. But Verke carrying the speed through there, is able to get on the power a little bit earlier. But it's another right-hander here. Can they keep side by side? Yes, they can. So they're going to be side by side all the way down to the chicane. Roy Verke has got the ideal inside line. And look at Ben Gregory behind. He's trying to make it move. And, well, they're going to go side by side through the chicane. Contact!
Oh, no.
They've got together, and, well, Verke into the wall. And Gosling over the gravel and the grass, and, well, you can't go too wide through there, and I think those two have just found that out.
Yeah, I appreciate them trying to make it exciting for us and going 2 by 2 through the chicane, but that was never going to work, was it? And they both went into the tyre barrier. They've been able to continue, though, Verke in 7th, Gosling in 6th place, but that's now allowed Ben Gregory through into the top 5, 5th place. And now Sakovic, what can he do? He's a bit too far behind, ready to join in the battle between James Leggett and Chaz Draycott. Pete Harris, meanwhile, 5.5 seconds up the road. He's just coming across the line now and has just enough time to start a final lap.
Yeah, so we're going to get one more lap, and it's this battle for second place that is looking the intriguing one here, because Chaz Draycott, he has shown that he's been faster than James Leggett. Although last lap they did pretty much identical times there, only 1/100th of a second. We've lost a few cars on this lap. Sam Reed and Ben Warburton, also Rachel Whiteford as well, we've lost on that lap. Yeah, so we're counting down the clock, so we're on to the last lap here. But Chaz Draycott, maybe he's used up his tyres a little bit too much, trying to get past James, but he's getting more and more desperate. He wants that second place, heading down towards the chicane, and he's having a look once again, but well, is he going to make it late on the brakes? Don't make contact, guys. And no, he doesn't. So we've seen that Chaz Draycott has made the moves round the outside here through this left-hander into the chicane, but not able to make the move for the time being. James Leggett doing a fantastic work defensively, holding on to that second place, although not the best run through that chicane there. He's going to hold that apex line now, through there, over the curb a little bit, and just lets in the car bouncing. Here comes Draycott now, he's got the better run. He's going to go to the outside into the hairpin. And don't say we're going to have them side by side into the chicane. Well, Leggett able to hold on to that line for the time being as we head down towards the final chicane. Leggett holding the inside line. Pete Harrod is coming into that final chicane. He's going to come across the line and to win that race. Leggett side by side, but not able to get past his Draycott. So Leggett, will he get the better exit? Harrod goes across the line to win the race. Look at this battle for second place. It's Leggett and Draycott across the line, and it's going to be Leggett who just holds on to that second place. Fantastic work from him. Further back, Roy Verke, well, that's pretty much settled as that one. I'm just seeing if there's any other battles going on really onto this final part of the lap, and I don't believe there are. Ian Roscoe was pretty close, but not close enough to make a move on Rick Scott. But we have seen some movers and shakers towards the end of that race, and well, fantastic battle in there from Chaz Draycott and James Leggett. James Leggett showing that he can pedal this Kia, and finishing in second place, but just not able to match Pete Harrod then in the end.
Yeah, it's a shame he picked up that slowdown penalty with just a few laps to go, because he was matching Pete Harrod in terms of lap times. It would have been good to have seen, if he had stuck with him, what he could have done, and it would have been nice to have seen Pete Harrod as well have some sort of competition in that second race. But yeah, dominating race evening by Pete Harrod, 2 race wins in an evening. Don't think we've ever seen that before, and this will definitely have put a marker down for the other guys in the championship to say, I want a second title.
I could tell you the guy who got the fastest lap in that race was actually Magic Sakovic. So the CQR driver showing that he did have that 1 lap pace in the car, but well, we'll have a look at the standings as Magic Sakovic. There's a celebratory spin there in the car going down towards the hairpin, but Pete Harrod then ends up with the win. 6.9 seconds ahead of James Loggett in second, with Chaz Draycott just behind, less than 1/10 of a sec between them across the line. He finishes in third. Magic Sakovic finishes up in fourth place with Ben Gregory at fifth. Adam Gosling sixth place then in the end, with Roy Verke in seventh place. Tom Stanley in eighth with Neil Bamber ninth. Linus Brostrom, fantastic work from him on his debut in the series, up into 10th place in the end. Jim Flanagan, he'll be disappointed with that, down to 11th place with Sean Gardner 12th. Clinton Bell 13th with Mark Woodhouse, the pole sitter, down to 14th on the finishing. And Rick Scott 15th then, with Ian Roskell 16th. Perry Warburton down to 17th from 8th on the grid. David Crozier 18th in the race, with Lon Murray 19th. We started at the back, so good work from Lon there. Darrell Rampton in 20th place with Michael Jones 21st. Alec Bristow 22nd. He'll be very disappointed with that, starting in 7th place in that race. Jason Rowe 23rd with Dale Green 24th. And then the cars 1 lap down, you've got Andrew Woodhouse in 25th with Trevor Blackburn 26th. Yamari Rapalina was in 27th with Chris Wood in 28th. And then 2 laps or more down, Sam Reed 29th, Ben Warburton 30th, Chris Sherburn 31st, Rachel Whiteford 32nd, Max Wright 33rd, Neil Rocks 34th, Ashley Blake Hood 35th, who we saw have that big incident towards the start of the race, and Tristan Broddis there in 36th place. And well, Adam, we've had a fantastic evening here and some great driving, but you would have to say the star of the night tonight is Pete Harrod.
Yeah, Pete Harrod likes to flag victory. Really had a quick battle with Adam Gosling at the start, and I never really looked back there. Got reversed back down to 19th, and then forged a way through, avoided all the carnage at the start, and was able to take the victory there in the end. Fantastic job from him. We'll see what he can do as the season progresses, but that was definitely a champion's drive right there. We'll see what he can do when the season progresses.
Well, Adam, while we're here, you can have a word with Chaz Draycott.
Yeah, Chaz Draycott joins us in the commentary box. A good second race, Chaz, but you were right with Pete Harrod and unfortunately just picked up a slowdown penalty, and you looked like you were really sticking it to him.
It'd be good if we actually gave him the ability to talk. There we go.
I will try that again.
I feel like Anders Breivik. Can I make a human rights complaint?
Yeah, definitely.
That was really good fun. That really enjoyed that. It was nice to actually feel like I had some pace tonight. To be fair, it was a massive effort by Pete Harrod. Though he's the first Club Series driver ever to win 2 races in a row. Well, in 1 meeting, sorry. So massive shouts to him for that. But yeah, James, as we've all seen before, he defends he defends ruthlessly, and he's a good lad. So it was nice to actually race with him for once, because we get on really well, me and James, but we've never actually properly raced on track. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I'm sweating like a pig right now, so that's a good sign, probably.
It must have been a pretty frenetic first lap. 14th on the grid. What was it all like in front of you?
Well, everyone just hits each other out of the way, and you just drive between them. But no, it was. Well, as we all know, Zolder's a thin track. It's a bit chaotic. It's hard to get past, and I don't know. I think a few people got slowdowns, so that's why I managed to get past them. And yeah, just kept my foot in, got on with it.
Where is it we're next week?
I'm just quickly loading up the schedule.
I was just going to say, are we looking for something?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for the moment.
I'm going to be a fantastic series owner right now, that I am, as we all know, and I'm going to say, even I don't know.
I'll tell you what, we're heading to Laguna Seca next week.
Oh God, are we?
Are we? No, we're not.
Please no. No, we're not.
We're
It's Nürburgring GP Sprintstrecke, whatever that is. Which is the
DTM
round I'm
circuit.
not racing in.
Yeah, DTM circuit. It's where they cut out the bottom half of the track. So yeah, that should be good in this car, because there's plenty of overtaking opportunities around there, Chaz. Even if you are not racing.
Yeah, it's a good track to be on, because it's quite wide, so there's a lot of room, rather than at Zolder tonight. As soon as someone makes one tiny error, as you saw in race 2, there was about 4 cars went off in front of me at one point, and I just sort of drove between them all. But if that happens at the Nürburgring, there's plenty of room for, if people make a mistake, there's plenty of room to make up for it, I suppose.
Anyone you want to give a quick mention to, by the way, Chaz?
Well, obviously my teammates Adam and Ben, they did a good job as always. The Race Hub guys for sponsoring us, good bunch of lads as well. You lot for the commentary. And shout out to Becca as well, who's actually watching in Anfield right now. She probably didn't think I was going to do that, so yeah, it's all good.
Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Chaz. Any other words, Adam? Or
No, that was it really. Great to chat to you as always, Chaz, and yeah, great series as well. So we'll see you at the next race meeting.
Nice one, lads. Cheers. I'll promise we won't drink for the next one either.
So yes, that was Chaz Drake. I'll tell you what we'll bring in as well. It's the man who finished in second place, James Leggett. You must be, on the one hand, pleased that you ended up finishing in second place, doing a fantastic display of defensive driving there, but on the other hand, just disappointed maybe not having a chance to hold on to the lead there.
Well, with Pete's just different class today. Couldn't keep with him. I'm not too confident around this circuit, but yeah, I enjoyed that. I was quite high up on the incident limit, so I wasn't going to fight Chaz that hard, and then he kept running wide.
Well, that's it. We saw with one of the moves that he attempted to make down the inside, you seemed to just sort of basically wave him by, let him through, and he outbroke himself and gave you the position back. I saw that, and I was kind of, on one hand, I'm happy that I've got the position back, but I really don't want a battle because I don't want to collect any more 1Xs or any contact. And we quickly spoke with Chaz. Next week we're at the Nürburgring round, the shorter version of the Grand Prix circuit, the version that the DTM have used in the past. What are you rating your chances for there next week?
About the same as I was expecting here. I really wasn't confident at all coming in today, but yeah, managed to, yeah. I was happy with that. The second race especially, that was good. Had a really good battle with a couple of the lads in race one. Yeah, happy with that.
And anyone you want to quick mention to while you're here?
My teammates with Powerslide Motorsports, Sean and Stuart. Subaru for you for sponsoring us for the season. Chaz and the other admins for. Yeah, we've had a bit of a funny week, but we've kicked on, and I think today's really shown we've got something good here.
Well, it was fantastic racing, so thanks a lot for joining us, James.
Cheers. Thank you.
What we'll do, Adam, if you can have a quick word while we're here, have a quick word with Linus Brostrom.
Yeah, sure, Linus. Good to see you good to see you back in the Kia. Then, how was it out there?
Well, the first race didn't go quite as planned. I braked early into first chicane, but apparently not early enough, so that caused a bit of a crash. But in the second race, I got to start 30th, and I fought my way up through the field in the whole race, and somehow managed to get into the top 10. So I'm pretty happy, and it's fun to be back in a car.
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw you back in the BSR Pro Series a few seasons ago. Has the quality of driving improved since then?
I don't know. There was quite a few crashes in the second race, but overall it was pretty good racing. So I guess it has improved a little bit. But I've only been here for one meeting so far, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Nürburgring, we're racing on the shortened version of the Grand Prix circuit next week. Can we expect to see you there? And if you are, how do you think the car will be handling around there?
Yeah, I'm planning to do the rest of the season, and it has some pretty tight chicanes and some fast corners and long straights, so it's going to be interesting. And we really need to practice a lot if you want to be in the top in that race, I think.
And just before we let you go, do you want to send a quick shout out or mention to anyone?
Team Rewind for taking me on, and the organizer for putting the series together. It's a great series, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season.
Well, great to have you on board, and good to see you back in the Kia as well. Thanks for chatting to us, Linus, and we'll see you at the next race meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
Another driver who had sort of mixed fortunes, although a good second race. I'll have a quick word with here. Tom Stanley, who had sort of mixed fortunes in these races, but getting a good result in the end, finishing 8th place in that second race. Just talk us through your two races.
First race, done really well, gained 7 positions. It's always positive to see me gaining positions rather than losing positions. I thought in the second race, I thought I was really going to lose positions after I had that massive slowdown penalty, and also when my screens completely went blank, so I had to quickly get that back up. Recovering back to 8th place after a slowdown and my screens going blind for me. Yeah, a great result for me.
Yeah, and we've seen you sort of having sort of getting involved in sort of a few incidents earlier on in the season, but the second half of the season we've had that break. Is it now sort of like a fresh start? What approach do you take to the second half of the season?
I think I'm still taking the same as the first half of the season. Still trying to gain positions, trying to do some great moves, quite late breaking opportunities. But again, you just have to go in an open mind that you are racing with other guys that are very, very quick around you as well, and you've got to be fair.
And just quickly, anyone you want to give a quick mention to while you're here?
Chirpy Bird, the team, really good team. I enjoyed working with them, or if their teammates in front of me, they may let me by and would just try and follow through. But again, and also help for heroes as well. And thank you to the admins and to you guys who are commentating it.
Well, no worries. Well, thanks for that, Tom, and best of luck for next week.
Thank you.
And just finally, Adam, you have Rachel Whiteford with you.
Yeah, always good to chat to a fellow commentary colleague in after a race. And Rachel, how was it out there? Because I haven't seen you in a Kia for a good 2 years now or so. So, how was it?
Yeah, thank you, Adam. First off, just like to thank TNT Racing, Allenberg Racing Schools, and of course GTR Simulators. Our Kia Optima was absolutely great today. Unfortunately, the driver was terrible. It was a tough race out there. Steep learning curve. First race, I went out there with just the idea to learn. This is my first run in the series in the car. Really, for a long, long time, I potted around at the back of the BSRTC about, like you say, 2 years ago for about a couple of rounds as a reserve. And this is my first time running 4 points for myself. And yeah, it didn't go so well. First race, I potted, wanted to learn the lay of the land. Avoided the suborbital Kia in the first lap. Pretty reasonable race, gained some spots, finished higher than I thought. Second race, it was going great. Shot up the grid on the start. I think I made my way into 17th at the end of the first lap from 24th. It was going great. Got punted, went backwards again. Came back and then got absolutely harpooned in the second chicane. A bunch of laps later, ended up outside the top 30. Tried to fight back and just too many battle wounds for the car, and we had to retire. It was disappointing, but it's a tough series. The guys here fight hard, they race clean, and it's awesome racing.
You often race in the ovals, of course. Does any of you experience racing those cars transfer over to here?
I'd say it does, actually. Between oval racing and GT3, you learn a lot about traffic, you learn a lot about car placement. Going through corners 2 and 3 wide doesn't faze you as much. There were definitely a few times I heard a 3 wide call from my spotter, and not a drama. A little concerning at times, but you look out for it, and it's not too bad if everyone holds a line. It certainly prepares you for that, and it makes life a lot less stressful. Other than that, close racing, being around other cars, really, really close, that is something you learn from that, and it certainly helped. Racing Kias is not like racing Formula 1 cars or GT3 cars. It is up close, gloves off, bare knuckle boxing, and you've got to know exactly how big your car is.
Great, and the Nürburgring next week then, the shortened version of the Grand Prix circuit. We'll hopefully see you progress a bit further there.
Yeah, we'll see. I've got, first race meeting here, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. Looking forward to the next round.
Great, thanks for talking to us, Rachel, and we'll see you at the next race meeting.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
There you go, Rachel Whiteford there, getting the improvements there in the first race, and maybe not the best result, as she said, in the second race, but good to see these new drivers coming in, Adam, and seeing the series grow.
Yeah, great to see the series growing, of course, and all of these guys were new as well. Andrew Woodhousen started off the series in Season 1. Look at him now, he was leading the championship going into this race meeting as well. So some of these new guys, they could be challenging for championships in the not-too-distant future. And yeah, next race meeting, we'll see if they can progress any further up the grid.
Absolutely, so it's congratulations to Pete Harrod for the 2 wins, first ever back-to-back wins in the same race meeting, so congratulations to him on getting that achievement there. And well, it's been fantastic racing. I've certainly enjoyed myself, and from myself, Paul Smith, for Adam Bath, from Samuli Kumo on the cameras, it's good night from all of us here at the Kia Club Series with Crest Glazing and XL Designs, broadcasting on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Good night.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.